working on Need to Know Gathering Storm right now, but I've seen a lot of comments asking this stuff specifically. When are you going to cover the Lamenters? When are you going to cover the Space Sharks? Come on, the Black Templars, you gotta cover them. That's just the thing. I don't want to. The Lamenters and the Space Sharks are two chapters that are very popular. It is not that hard to find breakdowns that are very easy to understand about those two chapters. And I'm sorry, I just genuinely find the Black Templars to be one of the most boring chapters in 40k. Oh my god, the Black Templars don't follow the Codex Astartes. They're so interesting! You know who else doesn't follow the Codex Astartes? The Space Wolves, the White Scars, the Dark Angels, so on. One of my mods has said the only way to make the Black Templars interesting is to reveal that there isn't actually like thousands of them running around. It's like maybe 500, if even that. You know, kind of shatter their worldview, you know? But even then, they're just that fucking boring because, like, there's a lot of other Space Marine chapters that are also religious zealots. And they're overly talked about. It is not that hard to find good videos on the Black Templars. But I am a content creator at the end of the day, and if I'm bribed enough, yeah, I probably would do it. But the video probably also wouldn't do very well because then it'd be competing against other people's videos that are more popular. And my videos are a need-to-know series, which means that I'm trying to give newcomers, as well as people trying to refresh their memories, the need-to-know knowledge on the factions that I'm talking about. And it kind of comes to the bigger problem of, how the fuck do you talk about Space Marines in a need-to-know fashion? They are, de facto, the most popular faction in Warhammer 40k. Tons of misinformation about them, I will happily correct all that. But, like, it's more productive of my time to focus on the other factions in Warhammer. Hell, if you notice in my Need to Know series, I haven't even covered an Imperial faction. Not yet, anyway. Because I know that there are other people out there that enjoy the other factions in 40k that aren't the Imperium. As well as the Chaos factions. I've only covered 5 factions, one of them being Chaos, which is my favorite Chaos faction, and 4 Xenos factions. And I'll probably finish covering the Xenos factions before I even get to the rest of the Imperium and Chaos. As well as covering story events that are going on in 40k. And again, it's really hard to convince me to do something if I don't actually enjoy talking about it. And sadly, the Lamenters and the Space Sharks are just 2 chapters that I don't enjoy talking about. One of them is depression porn, and the other one is edgy teenager stuff that I got over years ago. I know Space Shark stuff, I just don't enjoy them anymore. But if you really want me to look at it, go onto my Patreon and you can bribe me. And then I'll put them up on the polls. Orcs out now, go watch.